Hi, and welcome. John Morris Show on a Thursday from the TFNB studios, historic Elm Avenue in Waco. We are glad you are with us this morning. Back from Houston, day trip down to Houston for Bears and Cougars last night. You know the results by now. Houston won the game 77-64 over Baylor, but Bears, again, a lot like the Arizona game, played really tough, played really hard. Baylor led for, let's see how much, 30 minutes of the game. Houston never led until with about 8 minutes, a little bit under 8 minutes to play in the second half. They took the lead. They went on an 18-3 run that wiped out the Baylor lead, and then they never looked back. But Baylor, again, played really well in the game last night. Tough loss on the home floor on senior night for the Houston Cougars. So a lot to battle last night on the road, and a 77-64 the final score. Great game by Tunde Yesufu, led Baylor in scoring and rebounding. His first career double-double, 20 points, 12 rebounds. Add to that 2 steals and 2 assists in the game. And then also in double figure scoring, Caden Powell had a terrific game for Baylor. 12 points, 6 rebounds. Houston, big and burly inside, very athletic, and Caden Powell more than held his own. So that was fun to see. 11 points by Obi Agbum, 11 points by Cameron Carr. Interesting night for Cam Carr, Baylor's leading scorer. He hit his first 3 threes of the night, and that was all in the first half. He was 3 of 4 shooting in the first half, so he had 9 points at halftime. He didn't get a shot from the floor in the second half. He finished the night 3 for 4 shooting from the floor. He did have a couple of free throws and finished with 11 points, below his average of about 18 a game. But interesting that he didn't even get a shot off in the second half. And that's a credit to Houston's defense. Those guys, they really dig in defensively, and we saw that last night. Senior night for the Cougars last night, 1 game remaining in the regular season. For Baylor now, it is home against Utah this Saturday at 4 p.m. in Foster Pavilion. That'll be senior day for the Bears. Hope you'll make plans to be there for that game. So if the Big 12 tournament began today, midweek games over, 1 round of games, one Friday and the rest on Saturday. If the Big 12 tournament began today, here's how things would shape up. Baylor right now is the number 14 seed, and they would play Colorado in the late game of the first day of the tournament in Kansas City. Now, Baylor could move up, and I think will move up to the 13 seed because a win over Utah on Saturday, and Baylor would move up to 13 unless Oklahoma State beats Houston in Stillwater, and I don't think that's going to happen. So I think Baylor will win Saturday over Utah. They'll finish as the 13 seed. That would get them into the 13-12 game to open the tournament, and it would be the first game of the tournament next Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. But as of right now, Baylor's in the 14 seed. Right now, 12 seed Arizona State would play 13 Oklahoma State. 9 seed West Virginia would play 16 Utah. 10 seed BYU would play number 15 seed K-State. And as I said, 11th seed Colorado would play 14th seed Baylor in the nightcap. So caught up on where things stand in the Big 12 on the men's side. Women's tournament is underway on that glass floor in Kansas City. Talk more about that as we continue this morning. Right now, we'll take a break and be back with a special guest in studio, so stay tuned for that. John Morris Show presented by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. Also, thanks to Waco Foundation Repair, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey, it's Zach Gelb. We're talking NFL and college football. Plus, we have some of the biggest interviews in sports media. You got to check out the Zach Gelb Show right here on 365 Sports, weekdays, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 3 p.m. Central. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/@ZachGelbShow.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycats mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Are you looking for top shelf sports talk about the West Virginia Mountaineers, where you can get objective analysis, but with the passion of a fan? Well, look no further than right here at Couz's Corner. I am Justin Couz Walker, the host of Couz's Corner, and you can find my show on demand over at YouTube. Most shows are uploaded by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check out my live post-game reaction shows. My special guest interviews, you can find it all on YouTube at Couz's Corner. Go check it out.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back. Glad you're with us on this Thursday morning. Look who's here. David Maddox is here. Waco Foundation Repair. Thanks for coming in. Very nice to see you today.
Good morning, John. Good
Everything
morning.
going well?
Yes, sir.
Good
Very
deal.
busy.
So we get started at 9 or thereabouts. What days your day normally start?
I start my day about 6:30.
I thought it might be.
So
I thought you
I've been
might
up
be.
a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
We'll
your
be good.
time. We
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you being here. Waco Foundation Repair, just so ingrained here in Central Texas. A lot of history. I mean, a lot of work through the years here in Central Texas.
Yes, sir. We have my experience in it. I've been doing it for a little over 25 years.
Okay.
So I've seen lots of things.
Yeah.
New subdivisions come in and old ones. Typically, your 20 to 25-year-old home is what is going to show the signs of if you're having that problem,
Right.
or needing foundation repair. That's about the timeline that we look at on those situations. So, company goes back over 40 years. I personally been in it for about 25 as well. So seen and done a lot of things around Central Texas.
You really have.
So,
That's right. And what should people watch for? I mean, any telltale signs they should watch for when they might need you?
yeah, as we roll into springtime and like I'd mentioned before that you're getting out and you're mowing your yards and you're seeing things that, the biggest thing I think that notice, people that inside your home, you're going to notice doors sticking. It's probably one of the first signs.
Okay.
Cracks in the sheetrock, another sign. Just overall slopes in a floor that you may feel your kind of your equilibrium. Because I can walk in houses because I'm not there every day and say, "Oh, I'm walking downhill or uphill," and they're like, "Wow,
Right."
but they're there every day. So you can't really attest a lot of that to somebody's there in their house walking around all day. So, and then, when you go in and take, you take a scope of the inside, then you walk on the outside, then you'll kind of get a match for things as well on the outside. The cracks, the window separations, corner pops, cracks in the brick, cracks in the mortar lines that kind of stair step up through, in and off the windows, doors, things of that nature. Yeah. You'll see a lot of that.
I got you. That's good to watch for. I was asking you before we came back from the break. So at our house, I just noticed it this morning on one corner of the foundation, there's a little piece of concrete that had fallen off. And my question is, should I be concerned about that? Should I follow up with that?
Those generally are more of a cosmetic issue.
Okay.
That we get a lot of calls for that. Now, if it's starting to cause something that's moving up the wall more or it's just focused more or just stuck right there at the bottom where the piece come off, it's generally, that's a very weak spot of a foundation. When it was poured originally. Those corners are weak. There's no rebar. There's not anything out there to hold that.
Right.
So over time, people doing their yards, if it's getting bumped by a lawnmower, anything of that nature, makes it a little weaker over time. And sometimes they just fall off. So, but still, if you're uneasy about it and want to know, I do not mind going out one bit and letting you know that, just to give you a little comfort.
Peace of mind.
Exactly.
Peace of mind. What about here in Central Texas? I mean, we're in the spring right now, and it's going to be 80 today. It's going to be 100 here in a few weeks.
Yes, sir.
Hot, dry summers a lot of time. Is that a time when you really need to watch for foundation issues?
Yeah, John, it's I think we're in a drought. I feel like now, we've had a dry winter, and it seems like we're going to have, unless this rain is coming that everybody is seeing, I think that, the dryness is what affects a foundation more because the soil tends to shrink up a lot more.
Okay.
So in that, your house is going to want to move with it. And as the soil shrinks, so that's why we try to stress more and more and more about watering your foundation. And people that don't live in Central Texas and just are coming to Central Texas, they say, do you really have to water your house? And I'm like, well, sounds as weird as it sounds. Yes, you do.
If you're smart, you do.
Yeah. So water is your best friend.
Gotcha.
And generally we like, you got to kind of saturate that soil around the home to get the dirt to swell itself back up.
Huh.
So, in a sense, it can help a lot more than what you think. You can save yourself a visit from me, number one. I don't mind,
right?
Obviously, but if you're still showing those signs when you're doing that, then give us a call. We're more than happy to come give a free estimate to you, a free look, whatever we got to do just to give you that peace of mind.
Very good. So you mentioned free estimate. They could call you if people have concerns. You'd
Correct.
Come out and take a look and
Yes.
let them know.
Yes, I'll personally come out and do that. We run about a 70-mile radius around Waco is
okay.
what calls us. So I run all of those and personally myself and go out and do free estimates, free inspections, get them an estimate if needed, provide that all to them in writing, and then go from there.
Nice. Very good. WacoFoundationRepair.com. Is that the best way to get to you?
WacoFoundationRepair.com or cell phone is the best way for me.
Okay.
Shoot me a text, 254-420-8725.
Okay.
You feel free to call or shoot me a text. Everybody loves the texting, so just shoot me a text.
That's the way to do it.
Right.
All right. 254-420-8725 is the cell number. And you might start getting some calls after this.
Right.
So,
Right.
and
Hope
you are busy. There's no downtime really. I mean, you're probably busy year round.
Yeah, we really are, John. We do on the average probably 300 to 325 homes a year.
Wow.
So you got to think we're probably in somebody's different yard almost every day to every 3 days,
Yeah.
So we do a lot of work. And like I said, we might be driving an hour one way to get to those as well. So we're going to go wherever we need to. I definitely take a lot of pride in that some companies won't travel that far to go out. I don't mind it. I'm going to do what I need to at the end of the day. Central Texas is a broad area, and I tend to try to take care of all of what I can.
Good. Well, I know you do business the right way, and it's an honor to be able to work with you and kind of share your story here every day. So thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right. Give David a call or on the web, wacofoundationrepair.com is the website. 254-420-8725 is the number for Waco Foundation Repair. All right. We'll take a break. Back with more in a moment. Bottom of the hour, John Morris Show presented by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. Back after a break. Stay with us.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
If you want a Boston sports show that's going to insult you as a fan and only cares about getting back at their old hosts or who Bill Belichick is dating, then keep tuning your radio. But if you want a sports show that's wicked good, wicked smart, wicked passionate, then you need the Wicked Boston Show with me, Cam Stewart. It is the only Boston sports talk show that is by the fans and for the fans. One voice in this city where the only BS is Boston sports. The Wicked Boston Show.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycats mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe, honestly.
At DeCampley's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at DeCampley's.com.
Hi, my name is Mike Lacey. I'm with Beyond the Game, a new podcast to the Rogue Media Network. Just when you thought you'd had a little bit too much about BYU, here we are to provide you even a little bit more. I, as part of the BYU group, am grateful that we're part of the Big 12 and really grateful that we're part of the Rogue Media Network. Thank you.
And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Thursday. We appreciate your being with us, brought to you every day of the week by Alliance Bank, Central Texas, also by the Brazos Landing. And let's check in Kansas City. Women's basketball tournament for the Big 12 began yesterday. Men's begins next week. Yesterday on that beautiful new ASB Glassfloor, and nobody better to talk about it than Chris Thornton from ASB Glassfloor joining us now. You got to be busy. So, Chris, we really appreciate your time this morning. How are things?
Well, nice to talk with you, John. Very busy here, but it's also just very exciting times for the Big 12 and for basketball in general.
It was exciting, sort of the debut. We'd seen some videos of the floor, but it was actually in action for 4 games yesterday.
Right.
Is that kind of a hold your breath moment, make sure everything goes well, or what were your feelings yesterday?
Of course. Listen, we've been tested for the past year at the NBA levels. We've had many of the Big 12 schools already through our facility, what we call the Athletes Lab in Orlando. So we're very, very confident, but it's technology. And like all things technology, of course, there could be some glitches here and there. Fortunately, for the most part, everything went smoothly. And even the things that didn't go smoothly, we have a backup plan, and there's always a protocol in case something like this, any issues ever happen. So we're happy with the outcome.
The Baylor women saw the floor, got to walk around on it when they were in a tournament in Orlando back in November. So they've seen it firsthand, and Baylor, the women, will be there on Friday to play. Explain in, I guess, layman's terms, the technology that allows you to do this.
So there is a metal structure underneath the floor. It's a spring action metal structure. It's a little bit of steel and aluminum. Within that metal structure, all of the LEDs are being held, and the top surface is glass. That's what makes it ASB Glassfloor. All 3 of those components together give it the athlete a consistent grip. And as you see here in the pictures, those are ceramic dots that are burnt into the top surface of the glass. When I land and when the athletes are jumping and they impact on the floor, it's lighter on their knees, it's lighter on their ankles. All better grip, better elasticity of the glass. And then additionally, if a watermark like a sweat drip falls on the court, you're able to see that much more clearly. The light actually highlights the water. So the guys with the mops are able to dry up any sweat marks right away. You can see it much more clearly on the glass.
Wow, that's really cool. And one of my first thoughts was, and I've heard other people say, is it slick? It's glass. Is it slick, or how do you avoid it from being too slick?
Right. And I think that's the assumption. When you go from wood, which has been the traditional surface for 100+ years in basketball, it's not like we're introducing a vinyl or a rubber. We went right to glass, right? But the consistencies of the glass and how we make that glass, it's 2 pieces of safety glass that are fused together with that top surface that is ceramic coated. It has a more consistent grip. And this is what all the players are saying to us. This is not us saying this. Obviously, we've been tested by the engineers who tests all of the hardwood floors. It has a more consistent grip than the hardwood. And not only that, there aren't any low lacquer areas. In wood, you can get some buildup or wear and tear of the floor. And if you hit a low lacquer spot on a wood court, that could be like that abrupt stop and start, could be more detrimental on your ligaments. We will always have a consistent stop and start on the glass because it's all computer generated and all those dots are perfectly placed on the surface of the glass.
Wow. Chris Thornton is with us, ASB Glassfloor on display at the Big 12 women's tournament this week, men's tournament next week. What was the reaction after the first 4 women's games yesterday there in Kansas City?
I think it was unanimously that the players liked it. We saw some good comments from the coaches. We were out last night with the commissioners for dinner after the first day. Everybody's very excited. The reaction has been really good overall, and it's exciting times for the Big 12 and obviously exciting times for ASB Glassfloor.
Yeah, I think it's so cool. I mean, it's got Brett Yormark's fingerprints all over it, something like this, so innovative. Right. And this has been used before overseas, is that right? Is this the first U.S. application?
That's right. So we have been installed in Telecom Arena in Athens, Greece. This is the 2nd year. That's where Panathinaikos plays.
Okay.
They're one of the top teams in the EuroLeague. Additionally, in BMW Park, that's in Munich, where FC Bayern plays. This is their 2nd season on the glass. 100% of their home games are played on ASB Glassfloor. The visiting teams come on in. They're obviously all playing on ASB Glassfloor as well. So like the NCAA, teams can adopt the ASB Glassfloor right now. In the EuroLeague, they can do that. And the NBA level, it's more governed at the top level. For example, the New York Knicks can choose to have an ASB Glassfloor, but not the Brooklyn Nets. So at a league-wide level at the NBA, it's going to be controlled by the league. But NCAA teams can choose to have this. Baylor can put this in their arena next year if they so choose so.
Is it a fair question to ask the cost? If they wanted to put that in our arena, what are we looking at?
So these are millions of dollars. It all will change based on the overall size and the apron of the court.
Okay.
We don't necessarily sell the courts. We lease them to the universities. And then there's a revenue share built into this because obviously when you add dynamic advertising and court changes, the advertisers are no longer going to be painted onto the court or vinyl stickers onto the court. You can have theoretically, you can have a different sponsor for the first quarter versus the second part of the game. You can have a warm-up court that is sponsored by an advertiser. In game, you're going to start to see this as we go on into the tournament. In game, you're going to see some apron movements at a three-point shot or a great slam dunk. These are all increased revenue opportunities. There's a balance there. You don't want to oversaturate with advertisers. Maybe it's just a cool design element. Maybe there's a cool fan engagement moment. So each university and school will dial that in, but these courts generate new revenue for the teams, for the schools, for the universities, and for the conference.
Which is so important these days when every school and every conference is looking for new revenue streams, right?
That's exactly right. And these are not small dollars. You'll see, remember, when the patches came up on the jerseys or in the helmets, they put a sticker on the helmet. This is much more dynamic advertising. The advertisers love that they can have some motion of their logos and put commercials on the court at a timeout. So it's in a completely new level of advertising in sports. There's a lot of interest at the highest levels, but first and foremost, we are a court that was engineered for the elite athlete. If the athletes don't like it, ASB Glassfloor wouldn't be around. So coaches and athletes are first, and that's where it's made for. The original court that we had made back in the earlier 2010 range to 2015 did not have a full LED underneath the courts. It was just lines. So we've evolved the product over the years. It's going to keep evolving. Once you have the hardware installed, it's kind of like an iPhone. We'll develop new applications, new apps for the court. Different schools, different coaches can have their different strategy apps, coaching apps for their players. We're only scratching the surface. What you're seeing here in Kansas City is probably about 15 to 20% of its total usage.
Wow.
It's just going to keep evolving as the technology gets better.
Wow. Final question, will we see some things this week at the women's tournament and then maybe more or different things next week there for the men's tournament?
Yes, we're going to unveil some different courts during championship times. Different animations, a couple of different tweaks to the courts. So that's the beauty of ASB Glassfloor is that you can have a different court every single game. We're not doing every single game. Obviously, we want to do this subtly. We want to walk before we run. We're only using a small capacity of what the floor can do. Speaking with the commissioners and the conference overall, they're very, very happy so far with the output, and we'll keep evolving and we'll keep listening to the fans and to the players and to the coaches, and we'll just keep getting better at this every single season.
I love it. That is so cool. Can't wait to see it in person. I'll be up there next week and hope to meet you in person, but we appreciate your time today. I can't imagine how many interview requests you're getting right now, Chris, but thanks for your time.
We have a lot, and that's why this has been my office for the next 2 weeks, so we look forward to seeing you here, John.
Very cool. Thanks very much, Chris. Have a great day. All right.
too.
Chris Thornton with ASB Glassfloors, and really fascinating to see that in action. If you watched the women's games yesterday, or there's 4 more second round games coming up today, take a look at it and know that that is a glass floor with LED panels underneath it. And it is, almost limitless, I think, Garrett, what they could do, what they could put on that floor.
This is the future. I'm excited to see where this goes. When he was talking about the advertising and the rotation of the advertising, what I thought of, I watch a lot of hockey.
Yeah.
So when you watch, I've always been intrigued by how they do this, but they'll have I'm pretty sure it's very similar. They have it laid down and they just rotate the advertisers on the ice throughout different portions of the game and stuff. So it's cool to see that transition into basketball. And I just think of the possibilities from an NIL perspective now that you can do with this. This is going to be really cool to watch it take over.
I can see, I'll talk to our fan engagement people when I get to the office. I can see their eyes light up with possibilities, you know, advertising. Yes. But then promotions and things you can do during a timeout on that floor.
Do you know what you could even do? And I'm going to look, Baylor, if you take this idea, remember you got it here, but you do the golf thing.
Yeah.
Instead of doing, you could do like a little putting green or like you see with the virtual stuff.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Oh, you heard it right here.
There you go. All right. Great idea. Well, thanks to Chris Thornton from ASB Glassfloors. And that's going to be fun to see in person as the Big 12 tournaments continue, men's and women's. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the women's results from yesterday in the Big 12 tournament, their first day of activity. And we'll share some birthdays with you coming up next segment. We appreciate your being with us today, brought to you, as always, by Alliance Bank Central Texas, your Central Texas business bank, voted by Forbes 2025 Best in State Banks. They value their relationship with their customers and their communities. 7 convenient locations, count them, 7 locations for Central Alliance Bank Central Texas on the web, alliancebanktexas.com. Also brought to you by the Brazos Landing, great location right there on the river, right across the river from Foster Pavilion, right across the interstate from McLean Stadium. And remember those $12 lunch menu items, and coming soon, the porch will be new at the Brazos Landing. Stay tuned for more details on that straight ahead. We're also brought to you by DeCampley's. Italy meets Texas at DeCampley's every day in a warm and authentic experience, serving lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, offering off-menu specials every Friday and Saturday. DeCampley's in Waco, serving the best authentic Italian dishes. Take a break and be right back here inside the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue in Waco. Back with more John Morris Show right after this.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Come buy, sell, and trade at the longest-running card show in Central Texas, the Texas Sports Hall of Fame Collector Show, March 20th and 21st at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. Come meet former Pittsburgh Steeler Greg Hawthorne and former San Antonio Spur Alvin Robertson on Friday. Saturday, former Dallas Cowboy Mel Renfro, Beasley Reese, and Baylor great Lake Seastrunk are scheduled to appear. Show hours are Friday 11 to 5, Saturday 9 till 4. Get your autographs authenticated by JSA both days. Dealers from Texas and Oklahoma will be exhibiting. For more information, visit theautographsinc.com.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back. Final segment on this Thursday morning John Morris Show. We do appreciate your being with us today. Brandon McGinnis, Garrett Ross behind the scenes. We are brought to you in part by Tow King. Tow King is here to help the next time you're stuck on the road. A locally owned and family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with highly trained operators. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. We're also brought to you by the Lake Waco Golf Club. Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18 regulation golf course plus an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. The bar and grill is open to the public. Check them out at lakewacogc.com. And we are presented by, as you see on the screen, Alliance Bank Central Texas and the Brazos Landing. Women's basketball tournament in the Big 12 began yesterday. First day results there. 12th seed Kansas State beat 13th seed Cincinnati 91-66, the final score. Second game, 9th seed BYU beat 16th seed Houston by 10, 76-66, the final there. Game 3, 10th seed Arizona State beat 15th seed Arizona, 54-51 was that final. And then the nightcap yesterday, of particular interest to Baylor fans, because one of these teams, the one moving on, has a chance to play Baylor on Friday. 11th seed Kansas eliminated 14th seed UCF 56-35. Is that right? They only scored 35 points in that game.
Yes, it did.
Ooh, that's what it shows here. I hate that because the UCF coach is Satia Messer. former Baylor assistant. But Kansas moves on. Now, the games today beginning at 11 a.m. All of these are on ESPN Plus if you want to tap in there and see that ASB Glassfloor in action. Beginning at 11, 5th seed Texas Tech plays number 12 Kansas State. Krista Gerlich, by the way, the Texas Tech Lady Raiders coach. She's the Big 12 Coach of the Year this year. Game 2 at 1:30 is 8th seed Utah versus number 9 BYU. Funny how that works out. Those two meeting up in Kansas City. Night session at 5:30 begins with 7th seed Iowa State versus number 10 seed Arizona State. And then the nightcap at 8 o'clock, 6th seed Colorado will play number 11 Kansas. Now, the winner of that game, Colorado and Kansas, is who Baylor will play on Friday in the Bears' first game in the Big 12 tournament. Baylor, the number 3 seed. They get the double bye, and so they're just chilling, waiting on their game Friday. Baylor women actually leaving town today, headed for Kansas City. Games tomorrow, top 4 seeds, Oklahoma State will be in the 11 a.m. game, top seed TCU at 1:30. 2 seed West Virginia at 5:30, and Baylor versus either Colorado or Kansas at 8 p.m. tomorrow evening in Kansas City in the T-Mobile Center. Rain is coming. We talked about that a little bit. Supposed to be coming here in Central Texas. Talked about that with David Maddox, and it has changed already the schedule for Baylor softball. Their Big 12 opening series this weekend against Iowa State was originally single games Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but now a doubleheader beginning at 1 p.m. on Friday to try to get ahead of the rain is what is scheduled. So make note of that. Baylor, Iowa State, Big 12 opening conference series beginning with a doubleheader at 1 tomorrow at Getterman Stadium. Single game Saturday, now at 2, was originally and right now stays at 2:30 on Saturday. They may be dodging some raindrops over the course of the weekend. And Baylor baseball hosting Air Force this weekend. Salute to Service weekend, and no changes yet in the schedule for Baylor baseball. So on as scheduled, 3 games over the 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Baylor and Air Force. All right, that's going to wrap things up for us on this Thursday morning. We really do appreciate you being with us. We appreciate David Maddox from Waco Foundation Repair coming in to visit with us. Really good information. Give him a call or go to the web, wacofoundationrepair.com. If you have any concerns, he said it, free estimates. They'll come and take a look and see if you need any work on your foundation at your home. So thanks very much to David Maddox. And really fun to visit with Chris Thornton, also with ASB Glassfloors. I've had to remind myself, Garrett, is it ASB or ABS? Because baseball is going now, and they've got the ABS, the automatic balls and strikes. So I just know it's opposite from that, ASB Glassfloors. And that's on display in Kansas City in the T-Mobile Center at the Big 12 Women's Tournament this week, the men's tournament coming up next week. All right, thanks to them for being on with us today. We appreciate you tuning in. Subscribe and like if you are so inclined. And remember, our show is live every weekday morning, 9 to 10 a.m. Central Time, and then archived and available on YouTube, on Facebook, on X. So a chance to go back and watch Chris Thornton or David Maddox again if you would like. Thanks to Brandon and Garrett behind the scenes. I'm John Morris. Thanks for being with us. John Morris Show from the TFNB studios here on historic Elm Avenue in Waco, and presented every day by the Brazos Landing and Alliance Bank Central Texas. Lord willing, we're back with you tomorrow morning at 9. Have a great day. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Sports don't stop, and neither do we. Welcome to 365 Sports, your home for real conversations, original shows, and coverage that lives where sports actually happen. Join David Smoke, Craig Smoke, and myself, Paul Catalina, for in-depth interviews and local stories to the moments national media misses. 365 Sports brings you the voices, debates, and perspectives fans care about every single day. Subscribe now on YouTube, search 365 Sports, and never miss a moment because sports aren't seasonal. They're 365.
At DeCampli's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
My name is David Maddox, owner of Waco Foundation Repair. I've been in business right at 20 years, incorporated since 2003, and nonstop, very busy business to be in. We stay plenty busy with this good old Central Texas ground that constantly moves and does its thing. If you think you have foundation repair issues, call Waco Foundation Repair today.
Spring has sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe, honestly.
Hey, it's Matt Mosley of The Matt Mosley Show. We want you to watch our show every day, 1 to 3 on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast. And you get to see big name guests like Gary Patterson, Art Briles, Scott Drew, Doug McNamee, major Cowboys insiders, ESPN legends like Sal Palantonio. When news breaks on Cowboys or Baylor or NFL, we want you to look here first. 1 to 3 weekdays, it's the Matt Mosley Show.